Today I'm going to share with you a very effective way of eating to get lean. Now this is kind of a concept that I've pretty much always followed, and it's very effective, and I really just like the way it works. So it works into my lifestyle very well. But before we get started, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification key. I want to be able to keep this good content coming your way. So what is this eating strategy? So I call it the zigzag approach. Some people may look at this as calorie cycling, carb cycling, however you want to look at this. So essentially how this works is you eat on the lower end of your calorie range. So eating lower calorie, pretty healthy for 5 days a week. And then you take a couple days a week where you're allowed to eat a little bit more. Now, the first certification that I've ever did was big on this concept. I've taken a couple days, a little higher calorie. I've kind of worked this into my lifestyle, so I've kind of arranged this to work a little bit better in my lifestyle. So the way I like to make this work is to eat healthy, lower calorie during the week and allow myself a little extra calories on the weekend. So why is this effective? This is effective because when we lower our calories for an extended period of time, our metabolism can adjust to the lower amount of calories, especially if you drop your calories down too low. Now, this is the reason why a lot of these extreme diets, people will lose a lot of weight, but they have a hard time maybe getting the last few pounds off, or maybe having a very hard time keeping the weight off because their metabolism adjusts to the lower amount of calories. So this zigzagging approach really works well because as your metabolism is starting to get used to a little bit lower calories, then you take a couple days and eat a little bit more to keep your metabolism up. And that's why I like this approach. Not only does it help keep my metabolism up, but I like this because it's easy to eat good it's much easier, not easy, but easier to eat good during the week when you're busy. It's easier to be on a structure. On the weekends, you want to build enjoy food a little bit more. So it allows you a little leeway that way and something to kind of look forward to. Now, I know those old school cheat days didn't work very well. Everyone was into those cheat days. It's like, oh, I can eat whatever I want. It's my cheat day. And I know you're kind of thinking that's what this is. Well, you can't really do the cheat days. We found that those didn't really work very well because even though they did a good job of keeping your metabolism up, you would do nothing. But most people would actually erase their entire calorie deficit for the week by doing one cheat day because you'd eat so much. You'd be like, I can eat whatever I want. Plus you'd feel sick, you'd eat so much garbage that day. So we don't want to do that. So it doesn't work. Now you can do a couple of days of a little bit higher calories, but you got to be really careful how you do this if this is the approach you want to try. So you want to be on the lower end of your calorie range. If you're tracking your calories, or if you're not, you kind of have it so you're in the lower end, and then maybe being at a maintenance or even slightly above maintenance for a couple of days, but you still got to control those calories on the 2 higher calorie days, and you still want to eat fairly healthy on those days for this to work. So what is the best way to making this work? Let me give you some keys here. So first of all, eat good and /healthy, fairly low calories 5 days a week. So keep that in mind. Now I know I've said that before, but really keep this in mind. You have to earn it. So you can't have 2 higher calorie days if you didn't earn it 5 days a week. So keys to help you do that would be to eat good amount of protein. So especially as your calories go down, you want to eat good amount of protein. Protein's more satiating. Protein will definitely help preserve muscle during the lower calorie days. And also protein has a good thermic effect. So eat good amount of protein on the low calorie days. Now, eat a good amount of fruits and vegetables since you're eating less calories on those days. Fruits and veggies have low calories, a lot of bulk, they'll fill you up, give you lots of nutrients. So you're able to eat lower amount of calories and feel a little bit more satisfied. Stay active. This is a good chance to really burn fat on these 5 days. So you want to stay active, whether that's a workout or just being generally active. This is a really good day a good time to burn fat during these 5 days. Now, if you did a good 5 days a week and you earned yourself a couple high days, here's some tips to make this work for you. So, eat more, but don't overeat for those 2 days a week. So yes, you can have a little bit more calories. You don't have to eat as strict on those 2 days. So if you want to have some foods you don't normally like to have, say on the weekends or however you want to arrange this program, this is what I like about it. I can have some foods that I don't normally get to have. But you got to really watch and not overeat, because you don't want to basically cut into that whole deficit for the week. So keys to make that work on these 2 days are continue to eat good amount of protein. So we don't want to just eat garbage all day. Yes, you can have some foods you don't normally have. You can have some not so good foods, but still get some good quality foods, some good protein in there. Again, more satiating, so you're not going to overeat as much. Helps with lean muscle and has a high thermic effect. Continue to eat a good amount of fruits and vegetables. So again, these will help fill you up. Make sure you're still getting some healthy foods on these days. Even if you're not eating as healthy, you're still getting some healthy foods on these days. It'll help fill you up so you're not tending to overeat as much. And I can't stress this next one enough. Continue to stay active, because since you'll be eating a little bit more calories, you want to make sure you're still burning a decent amount of calories so you're not really going over. So those are some keys to really make this work. So if you do this plan is good because it allows you to have a little more enjoyment 2 days a week, whether that's the weekend, whenever you want to make this work. Plus it helps keep your metabolism up. So I really like this approach. Now this approach is not maybe the best fit for everybody. Some people need to maybe just stay in the same calorie range pretty much every day, because it's easier just to stay consistent with it. So this may not be the right approach. Some people like a specific diet plan to stay on. So I'm not here to tell you what is the best approach for you. I'm just sharing an approach that's been pretty effective that I've enjoyed. So I'm showing you what works good for me, but this might not be the best approach for you. So you've got to figure out what is the best approach for you, whether you want to try this or try something else. But the key is finding something that you're satisfied with that works well for you. Hope you enjoyed this. We'll see you next time.